So we finished discussing about single linked list and circular single linked list. Now the beauty of this linked list is nothing but once you understand the single linked list, right, the remaining concept becomes easy for you. So now see here, this was the structure of your node in single linked list, which this was containing the value of next address, and this was info, right, info. So what we will be having in double linked list is nothing but we have another field here. It is also a pointer. It will hold the address of previous link. Okay, understood. So let us take one example of more than one node. So here info I will write I. So this list, okay, this list will hold the address of this node, and see here I. So here I will say null, not 0. Okay, it's not a circle, it's null. So this field will hold address of this. Suppose this address is 300 and this is 200, and here another one node is there. So this goes like hold the address of this holds the address of this is 100. Okay, and here it is null. So now see here, so here we will be having the value of 200, this node's address, and this address will be here, and this address will be here, and this address will be here. So this from this middle node you can understand, in the middle you have the info, the data whatever we insert, and now the right link, this is the R link and this is the left link. Okay, this right link holds the value of right node and left link holds the value of left node. So this is a basic thing you have to like always assume, this thing should be there in your mind always. So whenever you so let me write here R link, okay, and this is your left link, L link. So always remember that your double linked list will have two fields, three fields in the two pointers. Okay, one for hold the address of next and to another to hold the address of previous node, next and priv. So from here itself next we used to use in single linked list, here priv extra. So same everything like single linked list, only related to this priv one or two extra lines will come. Okay, there we always suppose head of next, current of next, tail of next we used to write. Here what we will do is nothing but simply we will write the priv also we have to use and add that one line. Okay, so let us see now a structure how we write for this. So like I said, I go with the type def structure because it's simple and easy. Type def struct. Okay, now I will write the structure name as node. I will give like this, open the bracket. Now structure members, int info, my info is of int type. Now I have to make it as self referential structure, struct to node. What is the meaning of self referential structure? In a member pointing towards itself, okay, to the same structure. Struct to node star here next. Okay, same thing right here priv I will write, close it and node. Okay, so again I say like sometimes I might make a mistake in this defining structure, but you can see in your lab programs, and in lab programs they have not used the type def structure. To get the type def structure, you can see in the in structure video, you can see in that properly I will explain about this type def structure and also self referential structure. But if you want to just see once, you can ask the AI, chat GPT, or that another AI is Perplexity, which is better for me. So in that also you can ask any program, and then after asking that program just say use type def structure, that's it. So it will give generate. So this is your here two fields. See, if you remove this this part, if you remove this, same for your single linked list. If you add this one line if you add then it becomes for your double linked list. Now let us see insertion, deletion, and this. So first of all, creating a node. Okay, void create. If I do same thing, what I will do, node new I will say equals to the same, here node will come and star will be there, malloc, then size of, again open bracket, only node will come here, that is it. So this is how you allocate memory for your so here we have created a node successfully, but that node is empty. Okay, so now what I will declare, let me draw this at the right side. This is my node. So what I will do, new of info equals to info, same as our single linked list. Then what I will do, new of next equals to null. Now this is for your single linked list. Now if you add this line new of priv equals to null, this becomes your double linked list. Okay, understood? But yeah, make sure in this what to say node create in node structures data where you initialize the structure, don't forget to mention this pointer, okay, previous struct node priv, okay, because that is important. If you don't declare the pointer in that structure initialization part, then here you will go wrong. So remember that. But anyhow, in create part, this is how you write. If this line is not there, it's for single linked list. If it is there, it's for your double linked list, and just close it off. Okay, understood? So we here this is null, this is null, this is my info. Okay, understood? So I will be going a bit fast because everything is covered already, and if you want to understand properly, just see from the beginning and come. And it is anyhow it is a most important topic, so you have to see that previous video. So now first insertion, create is over, insertion at the I will divide here. Okay, so here insert beginning end. So first thing, again same thing we will see here. If only one node is there, what is the meaning of one node? Head equals to null. Yeah, so again one thing I forgot. So after the structure initialization part, so here we did like this node like this we wrote, right? After this down, what you can write? Head equals to tail equals to null you have to write, or separately head equals to null, tail equals to null. Oh, you can write like this. But make sure what you write, you have to make it as pointer itself. Node star head equals to null. Same thing, tail equals to null. This is important. Okay, why is this important? Because initially this will be null itself. So once you create, while creating in create we won't be using head and tail, but in insertion we will be using. So now suppose there is no node, how we will say head is equals to null? See, we declared at the beginning, so if head is null, no node is there, then we will say new, we will invoke the create function like this, simply create. We will be creating, create will be invoked at the beginning, create like this. Then we will check if it is what is that, head is null, we will say new equals to head equals to tail, also we have to mention in this. Okay, then what I will say, yeah, that is it, nothing else is required. Now again else, if head of next equals to null, see same thing here also. Okay, else if the bracket will open, it will close here, again it will open here. Now here we will see. Now if it is one node is already present, so what we will do, we have to insert, right? So now what will happen, new of next is equals to head. Okay, one node was new there, new of next equals to head. Okay, that's it, already one node was present whose previous, yeah, and we have to provide this left transition, head of priv is equals to new. Okay, so this is for insertion at the end, else if part. Suppose I will divide here, suppose I had to insert I will say okay head, and this was my new. Here one thing I missed is new equals to head you have to write. Okay, three things you have to write, 1, 2 and this 3. So you will see, if I have to enter at this part, what I will do. Okay, so here this is my new node, this is my head. So what I will do, head of next I will write. Same thing, just change this new with head, array head of next equals to new. Okay, then new of priv equals to head I will write, new of priv equals to head I will write. Then I will write new equals to tail. Okay, so initially my tail was here, now it will be here, and here initially my head was here, from this statement my head will be here. Okay, understood, right? So this is a simple thing, priv of this head. Okay, now see here, head of priv here is already null. How it is null? Because of this thing itself. In create function, I have already said new of priv is null, right? So if you make new as head, so automatically head of priv is also null itself. If you want, you can mention that 2 extra lines for better illustration of your code. See what this 3 thing is the most important. Now what, see here head of priv is not mentioned, here New of next is not mentioned. Here head of priv is null and new of next is also null. Here head of next is null and new of priv is null. Can you see the difference? Same thing, only this is changing. Okay, understood. So we saw insertion at the end and end for else if part. Now the else part, here only one node is present, what will happen? If more than one node is present, now let us draw one diagram. We will take 3 nodes itself. Okay, from 3 nodes I will explain you. So 2 fields. Okay, this will be my head and this will be my tail always, from whatever I have thought you are. So from that code, according to that, head will be here always, tail will be here always. Now here else part, right? So now my insert at the beginning. So this is beginning part, I will write simply beginning here, and this is the else here, end for end. Okay, end insertion, beginning insertion. So now same thing I will write here. Like what I wrote in the else if part, now same only will come here. For in else if part, only one thing is enough to write, because here only one node was there. So anyhow, let's see here. So now what I will do, new of next is equals to head. Okay, then head of priv, as you can see same thing only I am repeating here. Priv equals to new, head equals to new. Whereas here tail of next. Okay, there in single node we use head itself, here we have to use tail of next equals to new if there is one node being attached here. Then new of priv I will say equals to tail, then tail equals to new. Can you see here, this is what simple thing, right? So if you have seen the previous lectures, I just suggest you that in single English skip the video to half part. I know it's lengthy, you just skip to the half part. I have explained about the nodes properly over there, so beginning to get an idea. After skipping the half part, there you can see the creation, deletion, insertion, everything and display over there. So from that, if you just see once, now you can increase the speed and see. So I am saying now just see once, you will understand perfectly and you won't forget again itself. So you understood, right? So from tail of next equals to new, provided connection, new of priv equals to what is that, tail, provided connection, tail equals to new. Here head equals to new. So here connection was provided like this. So this is my head. Understood, right? Now same thing, let me show you the deletion part. Okay. So now yeah, so I'll explain you first this part itself. Now here my head is here, my tail is here. Now if I want to delete, as you can see, just a second, else. Okay, in single English we had to make use of while loop. Here also we can use a while loop, but it's not required. Here this is null and this is null. So I'll say why, because since we have the privilege of using the previous pointer. So now let us see. So this is simple now. What we said, node star temp equals to head, right? So my temp is now here. So what I will do, temp of next equals to head, I will say, yeah. Then what I will do, temp of next I made as head. Now what I will do, free temp, let me do like this, free temp I will do. Okay, so this head, now my head was here, right? So it will come here, head is here now. So now head is not here, so free temp I did, this got deleted. Now what I will do, head of priv is equals to null, because previously here head of priv actually was temp here from the previous diagram. So this will become a null now. Understood? So if you remove this line, this is for your single English. If you add this line, it's for your double English. Similarly, what I will do, see, in for tail deletion at the end, we had to use the while loop. So now what, see the beauty of this double English, nothing but node star temp is equal to tail, I will say of directly. Now what I will do, tail is equals to tail of priv. Are you understanding? So now my tail is here, okay, and my temp is here now. So this is my tail, this is my temp. Tail is equals to tail of priv. So my tail is here now. So this is not my tail. Free temp again. Then tail of next is equals to null. Okay, understood how you did it. Now let me explain you the double linked list part here itself. So, in one video itself we will be able to understand how to do. So, now see here, if in the same part instead of null if you write head, okay, see instead of null if you write head, it will come and connect here, understood. Now, again one more thing what you have to write, head of priv is equals to tail you have to put again, okay, understood. See, wait one second. So, free temp, so this was deleted, so this will go out, okay. So, here tail is there. Now, tail of next I made as null, okay, tail of next I made as null. Instead of null if I write head, so this connection it will go here, right, understood. And what I will do again, head of priv if I say is equals to tail if I say again, then head of priv will come and connect here, understood. Very simple, right, over. It's coming to here, okay. Let me okay, here see, here head of priv was null I said. If I say head of priv equals to tail and tail of next is equals to head, same thing is coming, my brothers and sisters. See here, same thing is coming, nothing is changing. If you get confused, just put a comment. I will create a separate video on circular double linked list. This is for circular double linked list. If you, I will erase this. If you say this as null, so this now there won't be connection here, this previous will be null, okay. If you write here instead of this thing, if you write the same part, what will happen, we will get this connections, circular connections. This next will be connected to head, this prev equals to, will be connected to tail. So, this is how you add connections after deleting. And if you create also, you saw the creating part, in that creation we saw tail of next was null, again you just write the same thing, understood. I will explain you once that part where if deletion of the single node is there. So, if there is no node, no deletion, if only one node is there, how, head of next is equals to null, okay. If head of next is equals to null, I will say free head, and I will declare all head equals to tail equals to null, okay. If it was circular, what you have to write, instead of null you have to write head itself again, okay. Why? Because suppose this was one, this was head, head of next will be connected to itself, right. So, the head of next is head. If it is head, for circular you have to put this condition, for double link this, only double link is this, for circular double you have to put this, I mean circular double you have to put this, for single only double link is this, and this is how you delete. And like I said, while creating, suppose you created, right, I will simply say the end thing here. So, new of next equals to head, head of priv equals to new. So, head of next I will write as that, head of next equals to new, then new of priv equals to head, okay. This thing you have to write. So, like I said, this is how you write. Now, suppose two nodes are like there. Now, if you want to add at the, so last thing, so here you are adding, right, what will happen. So, this will be my tail, sorry, this will be my tail, and this is the new one created. So, what I will do, instead of head, tail of next equals to new. Now, new of priv equals to, instead of head I will put only tail, over. And suppose now after adding, now what I have to do, see, new of next is equals to head I have to say, okay, which is nothing but, suppose we did provided the connection, tail equals to new I will say, right. So, here my tail will be here, tail equals to new, okay. So, here I will write tail, tail of next is head, head of priv is equals to tail. So, that is how you provide connections for your thing, deletion over, insertion over from both the ends. Now, display same as your display is common for all the linked lists, okay. I won't be explaining you for display, because for single linked list, circular single linked list, double linked list and circular double linked list, everything is same for display part. So, I hope you understood. I hope this lecture was easy for you, and I tried my best to explain you in the simplest term. So, if you want a video separately on circular single linked list, just let me know. I mean circular double linked list, just comment up, I will make a video and I will upload soon itself, today itself, within 1 hour or half an hour. So, thank you for watching. I request you to just subscribe and then just like and share with your friends. So, it will be helpful for me itself, na. So, thank you.